Yeah, so I'm doing this video from Northwhick Park Hospital. So here's the thing. So I wasn't feeling great. I've not been feeling well, like I've said. And on the Friday, my doctor, my GP, he wrote me up for some antibiotics for a urine, for like a urine infection, because he thought it sounded like I had that. Do you know when I took these antibiotics? Listen, I don't know what bug was underlying that, but those antibiotics just stoked it. I started wriggling, I started having fevers, I mean 38, 40 plus. It knocked me out for the week. I was knocked out. Listen, my temperature was that high. My eyes even looked swollen. My head, my ears. You see, I've had to, because they're so painful, my glands. So when I put my TPN up, when I put the PN up, the line, that's when our temperature just went sky high. It must have knocked me out, knocked me clean out. You imagine that? So then what I done was, yesterday, I was really in trouble. Come yesterday, I was in trouble. So I came to A&E, Northwhick Park, obviously. But before I came here, I left a message at St Mark's to let them know I'm coming. Do you understand? Listen, that didn't matter. When I got here, no one didn't come down to see me. And then when I asked, apparently there was no one here anyway. And then it was like, okay. So I was waiting outside, really and still feverish, shaking, wriggling, in trouble. When I came in, it had gone down a bit. It was 38.9. My head was busting. I was feeling like I was going to collapse. Right? It was that bad. And then after, I was just like, I was not good. So after a while, they did bloods, and then the other doctor said I'll come through to, I think it's Carol ward. It's an observation ward. Get that note. Observation ward. I'm going to take my mask off because you know the germs and stuff. So they had me in this room with other patients, just sitting in chairs. You know, from 1 o'clock, the time just ticked and ticked and ticked and ticked, because now they took bloods. I'm waiting for those results. Listen, in between they did like x-rays and stuff. That was all good. I sat down in that chair, wriggling, feeling like I'm going to collapse. Of course, I'm allergic to penicillin, aspirin, paracetamol, all of those things, so they couldn't give me nothing. But don't you think you should be giving me some fluid? I mean, considering I've not really been having to take the PN because of any time I put it up, it was sparking something up higher. Don't you think that you should be giving me fluids? I don't understand that. Well, as usual, St Mark's, they leave us in great hands, right? So anyway, so you know, like the charge nurse, no, the doctor of A&E. He then, after, it could have been about 9, 10 o'clock, he then said, I said, have you spoken to my hospital? What's going on? He said, yeah, I spoke to your consultant, and he said that we must do your bloods, your line cultures, and then you can go home. You're going to do my bloods for my line, and then I can go home. Hold on a minute. Go home to do what? If I'm spiking a fever, are you telling me that I'm going to go home to put the bag up? The doctor was telling me how my specialist said, yeah. and I'll see her in a few weeks when we sort the scan out. No one's talking about the scan for the future. I'm talking about right now. I'll tell you how wicked this man is. Let me tell you something. I sat on that chair and I had no fluid. I was drinking as much as I could, but I had no fluids. You know, I'm uncomfortable. It's obviously I've got a fever. At least give me a bag of fluid. Listen, everybody tried to cannulate me. The doctor said that the red coats were there. They're not there. I don't know who you're trying to fool. I don't know who you're fooling, okay? And I was right. They weren't there. I don't know who you're kidding. So I said, but where's your vascular team? Where's your anaesthetic team? Where's the surgical team? Because everyone's been coming along and trying. Everyone's coming along and trying to cannulate me. And I'm sitting on a chair, still having these little outbreaks, you know, sweating, you know, shaking, you know, on the chair. Let me tell you how they left me like that on that chair till 25 past 12. 25 past 12. Are you kidding me? After midnight. Anyway, so some doctor comes along. This time he's got the machine, the scan machine, and he tried. But where he went, I knew that was the done deal. Those veins are dead. So I just left him to do what he was doing, because maybe the machines picked something up that I don't know about. So anyway, so he put it in. Didn't even feel right. So anyway, it was going in. You know, I didn't feel nothing abnormal. Oh my God. By the time they put me on the ward, when I woke up in the night, my arm felt heavy. It just tissued. So that entire arm is tissued. Right? Obviously we can't use the left arm, can we? Because that's where my line is. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's interesting, because one of the doctors even said today, well, you know, if we have to, we're just like, you know, you put like a line, central line, you know, like in your neck. No, I don't think so. What, because you messed up? What, because you messed up? You know what I've got to say to you, St. Mark's? I think you're out of order. I think you're so wrong. You are out of order. I don't know how you get away doing this to patients. I don't know how you turn a blind eye. I don't know how you blatantly told the doctor to send her home with a fever, to put the bag up, and the bag was making my temperature go up and up and up. Hold on a minute. But you lot said, if you have your line, when it's on, when something's going through your line, if you have a temperature or start to, you know, show certain signs, then you disconnect it, you contact the hospital. Can you imagine, like I said, I think it was Friday, yeah, the Friday, when I was taking those antibiotics, you know, I was already more than feverish. I was knocked out. So what kind of support am I getting here right now? What kind of support are the St. Mark's patients getting here? How can you do this? How can you do this? Like, how shameless is that? You've got no shame. You've got no shame. You're wicked. That's wicked. That's just straight up evil. That's almost killing your patients. You know why I say that? You know why I use those words? Because you yourself, St. Mark's, say that line infections can be fatal. Line infections can be deadly. It can be deadly serious. Deadly. Huh? But yet you're telling me It's protocol that you discontinue it. It's protocol if you're feeling like that. You're not going to attach yourself when you get home. But you're instructing me, my consultant, can you imagine the top man is telling me to do that? I don't understand. Are you trying to kill me? I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Are you trying to kill me? Let me say it again. I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable here. Are you trying to kill me? I come all the way out of my way to come to this hospital. You've got no one here. I've not even had a bag of fluid. It's the next day, look. And you know the doctor in A&E that was doing my line? The man just took it off, the way he put the thing, that taking it out of his pocket, the way there was no aseptic procedure there. So this is who you've left us with, St. Mark's. Huh? Is this what we're doing now? Is this what we're doing now? How dare you? How dare you? Listen, the way this doctor was pushing this line, see, the way he was like trying to flush it, he blocked it because he doesn't know how to do it. He didn't know how to aspirate the line, so he left it. It just congealed, and then the way he was trying to bang it, I said, no. I said, what are you doing? You're not qualified. I said, where's the vascular team? Where's the red coats that you said were here? Oh, they're not here. Of course they're not here. Of course they're not here. Because you're taking them all with you. You know, the problem isn't that you want to take them with you, then take them with you. Take them with you. But are you literally leaving us? What, are you literally leaving us to fend for ourselves? Are you leaving us to fend for ourselves? And we can't. I'm becoming really uncomfortable. I'm becoming really uncomfortable with what's going on over here. And like I said, you know, once you're at Northwhick Park Hospital, then, well, you just stay here, don't you? They do the best that they can do, right? But they're not the specialist team over at St. Mark's, are they? They just do the best that they can do. No one's canulated me. Huh? St. Mark's? St. Mark's Hospital. You should be ashamed of yourself. Everybody speaks so highly of you. You do so much. Everybody's awarded, all the top ones, right? But really and truly, like, who really sees what's going on? Like, who sees what's really going on? Who really knows who listens to really what's going on? It's dangerous what you're doing. It's dangerous what you're doing. And what's scary is that the people that are authorising all this are your own consultants. Are you hearing me? You should be afraid. You should be afraid. I'm definitely talking to other people like I'm talking about us, because I wouldn't like to think that I'm being profiled. So I'm saying us as the patients that are coming here. This doctor didn't know what he was doing. You should have seen how I was wriggling. I was like shivering. I was in a bad way, all cotched up on the chair. You know, I don't know if anyone's been to Coral Ward. I was cotched up on the chair. I mean, cotched up on the chair with my little idiot blanket. This time I'm wriggling, you know, fever. I feel like I'm going to pass out, you know. That's not okay. And this is compliments of St. Mark's, right? And then the doctor had the cheek to say, go home. Go home and come back. Well, after you've blocked my line. You've just blocked my line. You're not qualified to deal with the line. This is what I don't understand about St. Mark's. How have you left us with unqualified people to deal with the line? You had nobody there. You had nobody there. We've got a big problem. We've got a big problem with scent marks. So people can keep on spending a lifetime kissing their arse, and I mean internally kissing the arse kisses and the external arse kisses. Kiss away. I'm not. I refuse to kiss anybody's arse. I refuse. But how dare you leave your patients in a fragile way, in a vulnerable way? How dare you do that?